What is going on, everybody? Grady here for another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at this. This is the Pagani Design PD-1701, or more or less the Omega Speedmaster homage. Pagani Design is one of these AliExpress brands that has really gotten their foot in the door and made some incredible offers of homage and really basically clones with their logo on it of watches, of famous watches that we all know and love for really competitive prices. This is one of their most popular models. I recently just got this in and I'm really excited to take a look at it, go over specifications, details, what I like, what I don't like, and if I recommend having something like this in your collection. So why don't we just jump right into it? So taking a closer look at the PD-1701, or what we say is the Speedmaster homage. Let's go over the specifications. So first things first, you're going to find is a 13mm case thickness. Case width is 40mm, not including the pushers there. It is a screw-down crown, which offers 100 meters of water resistance. It is powered by the Seiko VK63 Mecha Quartz movement. You see here it also has the ceramic bezel insert. Of course, that very handsome piece of domed sapphire with AR coating really just emphasizes how handsome this dial is, which I understand, no credit to Pagani Design, but the way they executed it here, incredibly well done. As you can see right now, you see that the indices are printed on. It features the white handset. Don't see any misalignments or dust in the dial. Incredibly clear, incredibly visible. The PD logo up at the top. Looks like here, and then to start the chronograph, nice strong feel here. Watching that hand sweep around, just like a mechanical chronograph, but once again, powered by quartz. Stop it, and then what makes it unique is the flyback feature. That is a little bit different than any standard quartz chronographs where the hand sweeps all the way around, which is just another benefit of doing this type of movement. On to the bracelet. This is another portion that I found that Pagani Design did extremely well. If you look here, it is a true 5-link bracelet. Does have push pins. I was sort of surprised considering that they do a lot of screw pins for a lot of their other watches, but that's okay, once again, given the price. You run along here, find yourself with a milled clasp and their logo in landscape, which, I think I'm a little impartial to. I would have appreciated a horizontal here, honestly, or just maybe doing the logo, the PD logo up there at the top, but dual pushers here, milled clasp, feels really good. No real complaints on that. Next is taking a look at the case back. It's something that I think people are a little impartial to, having all of the planets on there and the rocket and everything. I mean, I don't think it's my favorite, but I get it, what they're trying to model, obviously. It is screw down, and it does have here showing stainless steel, their model number, brand, water resistant. Super, simple, but there's always room for change. Also, if you're looking at here, you do see the solid end links with female end links, so it is going to sit very nicely on wrist, which I will show you guys here in just a second. And keep in mind that I have a 7.5-inch wrist. It's pretty flat wrist too, so the watches of this size really suit my wrist really well. If you look here, just simple little wrist roll. I mean, it really does feel great. And I'm not, once again, commending Pagani Design for the design of the watch. Just that's all that, for Omega. But I get why the Omega style is so sought after. I mean, of course, that is iconic, but also it's a comfortable watch. The way these links wrap around my wrist are very comfortable. The case profile, not too thick, not too thin. Really feels nice and solid though. Absolutely beautiful chamfered edges here on the watch. Just love the way they do this here The brushing is very solid. And, it's really hard to argue with something like this for the price. I mean, I really don't see anyone else in the market. Of course, I mean, there's all these AliExpress brands, but Pagani Design just has their foot in the door for something like this. They do an amazing job, and the prices are competitive. The specs are insane. And, I really just can't argue with what they produce. If we are going to throw anything out there for areas of improvement, I guess you could say and if you can hear it, there is a little bit of rattling that does come from the watch, which I understand it is going to be built to a price. There are just a few tolerances that I'm finding just down here on the clasp that are making a little bit of noise, but the rest of it feels really solid. And, once again, really just have no complaints over something like this. If you're interested in the Speedmaster, you're maybe not interested in owning the MoonSwatch with its bioceramic or appropriately plastic construction, look into something like this. Very cool alternative, Seiko movement, and of course, great Omega looks. Now let's get back to the desk. All right, so after taking a look at the PD-1701, I would have to say I recommend this thing. This is a really, really great option for those who just want to experience the Omega Speedmasters in terms of its styling, but don't want to go out and buy things like replicas or fake watches or overpay for things like the MoonSwatch. This gives you so much of that look and for a fraction of the price. And I know I've been talking about price and really didn't tell you. I thought saving it to the end would be kind of nice. I paid less than $80 for this thing. Less than $80 with all the specifications that I talked about and all the detail, the quality. This watch offers so much value, and that's really what Pagani is known for. If you have not had a chance to check them out online, I highly, highly recommend doing so. So thank you again so much for tuning in. Hope each and every one of you have a great rest of your day, and hey, stay awesome.